and we just go all in. Right? Pretty easy. We're gonna boast with the Usher, which is just another blocker for the Bastion trigger. That's even lethal right there alone. Right? Woo! So, hey everybody. Welcome back, and thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. Whether this is your first video or you've been along the journey for a while, I appreciate every individual second that you spend here with us today. We have the newest, strongest, most busted free-to-play deck within Magic the Gathering Arena for you guys today. Now, you may ask yourself, HGG, how could this possibly be stronger than the free-to-play cycling deck? Well, we go head-to-head, they have perfect play lines, and we come out on top, which is really, really, really cool. So, 0 rares, 0 mythics, able to farm the standard event with relative success. We can also complete our daily wins and climb the ranked ladder as high as we can possibly stomach rogues. Just jokes, of course. If you guys find any value within the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You can go above and beyond by supporting financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and even by purchasing your day-to-day goods through our Amazon link. Thank you so much. Now let's break down the deck list and get into today's farming guide. Alrighty, this is a free-to-play 0 mythic, 0 rare Azorius aggro deck. Azorius refers to the color combination of white and black. We have an average converted mana cost of 1.5. Duh. Woof. This thing is fast. 31 creatures, 11 non-creatures, only 18 lands. We have some pathways in play. I'm including these for myself. You might not have them. You can use basic lands or you can use some tapped lands. It's going to be your call. I would maybe recommend just adding 2 more basics of each color. But if you have the pathways, include them, right? It's definitely going to help the deck out and you and your consistency. I recommend if you have wildcards that you spend them on lands first, right? The lands will make playing a wide variety of decks a possibility for you because, you know, if you're always playing with basic lands, the deck never will really perform as good, especially if it's a 2 or 3 color deck. So I love you know, this advice, and this is some advice that I got when I started Arena from my coach long ago. You know, buy the lands, invest in the lands. You know, it may seem kind of crazy because it's like, I want these creatures instead, but you can do a lot with the commons and uncommons in the game and then boost, you know, that with some of these dual lands like the Brightclimb and Brightclimb Pathway. So, you know, you may shout out, hey, he's got rares in the deck. It doesn't need to be in the deck. You could just use more basics, you know, but I'm not going to not run them since I have them. And if you have them, you should run them as well. And of course, at the end of this video, we'll talk a little bit about a potential upgrade for you guys as well. But again, that's going to be at the end. So let's break down some of the deck shenanigans here. Starting out with our long list of 1-drops, we have 3 copies of Battlefield Raptor. This is a 1/2 with flying and first strike. I absolutely love it. I wish I could have more copies in the deck, but unfortunately, we do have to have some lands, LOL. We've got 4 copies of our Codespell Cleric, a 1/1 with Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, if it was our second spell this turn, we get to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature, whether that be the Battlefield Raptor, because now we'll have a 2/3 with flying and first strike. So, you know, that could be good, or, you know, it can go really anywhere. But again, I like to prioritize that +1/+1 counter on something with flying. Speaking of things with flying, we've got 4 copies of our Faerie Guidemother, a 1/1 with flying. We have gifted the Faith available to that at the adventure at sorcery speed for 2. Target creature gets +2/+1 and gains flying until the end of turn. This is really nice because a lot of the deck revolves around casting 2 cards per turn, much like the Codespell Cleric, and the Faerie Guidemother has Fae and the Guidemother in 1 card, so it is really nice. So you're gaining a little bit of card advantage there. 4 copies of Usher of the Fallen. This is a 2/1, boast for 2, to create a 1/1 white human warrior creature token. Very high value card. It's a 1-drop that can create a token, which typically would be worth like 0.5 or 1 mana anyways. And that's a repeatable offense every single turn you can boast when it attacks, which is really, really nice. Good value there. 4 copies of our Archfiend Vessel, a 1/1 with lifelink. When the vessel enters the battlefield, if it entered from your graveyard, or if you cast it from your graveyard, exile it. If you do, create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying. Again, this is a little bit of life gain off the start, and we can get some evasion-based flying damage through late game. 4 copies of our Serrated Scorpion, a 1/2. When the Scorpion dies, it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. This is going to be really good because a lot of the deck does revolve around chip damage, and this is, you know, really good chip damage, right? So that's awesome. We've got 4 copies of Village Rites at instant speed. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature and then draw 2 cards. Whether we're sacrificing our Archfiend Vessel or our Scorpion or really just anything that our opponent is targeting for removal and would die anyways, you know, we can Village Rites that for very cheap and gain some value. Into our 2-drops now, we've got 4 copies of Bloodsky Berserker. This is a 1/1, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Bloodsky Berserker. It gains Menace until the end of turn. And of course, 4 copies of Clarion Spirit, a 2/2, and whenever you cast your second spell each turn, create a 1/1 white spirit code creature token with flying, which is very good. So you'll see how we really want to be casting 2 cards or spells every turn. We have 4 copies of Bastion of Remembrance, our first 3-drop, an enchantment. When Bastion of Remembrance enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token, and whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain 1 life. 3 copies of Call of the Death Dweller, sorcery speed. Return up to 2 target creature cards with total power converted 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Put a death touch on either of them, and then a menace counter on either of them as well, which is really, really nice. And then the Lance. It's an easy deck. There's not much to it. The majority of cards are 1-drops, and then we've got our 2-drops in engines, and, you know, our finishers within the 3-drops, which is pretty cool. So we don't need much land. That's why it's so light. The main objective is to flood the field. Go as wide as you can. Play Bastion of Remembrance, right? Maybe you get some chip damage along the way, and that makes the lifting that Bastion needs to do late game or mid game reduced, which is really, really nice. So we flood the field. We create flyers with the Spirit. We make a big body with Menace, with the Berserker. We give the Berserker flying through the Gift of the Fae if we need. If they can't block it, then we can give the flying to something else like our Clarion Spirit. And again, we just attack, attack, attack. Village Rites, what we need. Bring back our Archfiend Vessel from the grave with the Death Dweller. Bastion of Remembrance. You know, it's very, very straightforward. Again, if you're having trouble understanding that, you want to flood the creature. Flood the field with your creatures. Go really wide. Play everything you can. Make sure that you're getting the most out of your spirits, out of your berserkers, out of your cleric, right? Pushing up creatures with flying, getting your Bastion in play as soon as possible, and then just like drawing with Village Rites, bringing stuff back with Call of the Death Dweller, making more flyers, getting stronger, attack, attack, attack. It's really, really easy. So with that all out of the way, you know, thank you guys for your time and attention. I wish there were more complex strategies and synergies to talk about here, but it's really, really easy. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, support financially on Twitch, Patreon, YouTube, and by purchasing just your day-to-day goodies through our Amazon link. Enjoy today's farming video as we are playing the standard event, and we'll see you with our wrap-up thoughts. Match number uno of our standard event. 3 lands, nothing really great in hand, but we've got something to get us going. Let's see how this all plays out for us. Typically, I don't recommend the free-to-play decks farm, but what better way to test it? You know what I mean? Let's get our Vessel in play. Maybe they'll remove it. We'll see. I'm hesitant to double drop until we Village Rites. That's kind of why I want to keep some things in hand. So the Luminarch Aspirant is like super annoying. Oh, gross. No attacks, just chilling. We have to, you know, become as buff as possible. We need to Village Rites to get the 5/5 in the air. And we need to go really wide. But they're on the play, so it's actually really hard for us to do. Angels cost less. Interesting. I don't think that they'll take that attack. I almost don't want to do it until it's defensively as well, right? Let's push up our Berserker. But if they're just going to drop Angels on us, you know, that really hurts too. But if we can go ultra wide and get our Bastion of Remembrance out, you know, maybe that helps us. Four mana, they can drop an Angel worth 6. Which is, like, really good. 4 cards in hand. Haven is in play as well. We just chump block with the Vessel, Village Rites. Our opponent's chilling, thinking about their options here. You know, a lot of people take the event pretty seriously. The Angel for 1. Wow, nice. That's really good. And then another Aspirant on top. And they gain life here. Plus the counter. That's a little bit oppressive. Right? That's pretty good. Again, we're a free-to-play deck, so there's only so much we're doing here. Let's toss our Vessel to the grave. So we get the Bastion in play. Usher pushes up our Berserker. We don't have the token creation, which kind of sucks. No attacks. Another Scorpion. They have so much life gain through the Valkyrie, though, that it's going to be really hard for us to close this match out. Doing our best, though. Oh my gosh. Nice. Good game. That's it for us. 100%. Woof. They're going to be creating a 4-4 here as well. And we have no flyers, like I mentioned, which is pretty sad. So, we may as well block with the Scorpion, try to gain as much of the life back as we can. And again, they've got so much life that there's no hope for us to chip them down, and, you know, they're even making 6/6s, so... It's not good! Even though we're pushing out just like we want to, it's not going to be enough. Right? Again, they've got so much life gain. That it doesn't even matter, right? It doesn't even matter. Oh my gosh. Good game. That's alright, though. We can't win them all. And one of the nice things is we're going to get a couple more tries here. So, yeah. Just all the life gain they have makes it really, really hard for us. Alright, we go first. That's nice. Hopefully it works out a little bit better. The land here doesn't look great either, though. Should we just hold off and play everything on top of the Berserker? Our opponent's down to 5 cards so far. There's no way someone's playing Tybalt's Trickery in the farming standard event. That would be insane. Alright, they're gonna stay on 5. Raptor in play. I guess we could have held it. Oh well. Even here, we could have held it to double drop for a little bit of value, but I think we should just go fast. Yeah, Shrine Screams go fast. And for 5, let's get this Bastion out. They're gaining life, which is annoying for us. And they're grabbing mana. It's a good hit. We're looking for a Village Rites. They've gained 3 life so far, which is depressing. Should we cast this on nothing? All we get is +2. We're hitting for 5, 6, 7. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we just do it, don't we? Unless they have removal in hand. They might. Again, that would have been lethal already if not for the shrines. Let's end our turn. We have lethal through Bastion. Right, 5 cards on play. So if they shatter, we win. They gain a bunch of mana. They toss a Royal Scions, and how much do you love the art of it? Oh my gosh. I like how they all make their little hand signatures. Right? You'll notice that on all the different Magic cards. Look at the hand symbols they make. Alright, they're sitting on 7 available mana. Right? 1 shy of Ugin. Gulp. They're trying to solve this, but I don't think it is solvable for them. And of course, even if they do get it, then we're just straight back. They're going to try to make defenders, and they get 2 blockers. And it's for the first time, right? No. Yeah, that wasn't their second card there, because they had already done it. So this will do it for us. That's just a good game. Right? And we had our Village Rites as well, with a Raptor and Call of the Dweller Dweller. So, you know, there's hope here. We're going to get some wins. We'll try to break even at least. Well, this is going to be, you know, the test of might here. Our opponent is probably playing rogues and they're on the play. So that's not going to be great. Let's see how it plays out for us. They're taking their time as well, which is always a good sign. LOL. Mono white. So are they cycling? It would make sense if they're cycling. Yeah, Battlefield Raptor go, right? Next we play our Vessel with the Cleric on top. We haven't got our Clarion Spirit in play yet. I would really appreciate that. Bring a healer in play. Vessel, then our Cleric. And then we push up our Raptor. Hit for 2. And we're definitely playing against cycling. So we're gonna Village Rites and Battlefield Raptor. Flourishing Fox is ultra annoying. So they're gaining life, and they're going to start bashing. Alright. So that Flourishing Fox... We should almost just kill it. Nah, not yet. I mean, we should do this, but it's like... Let's make a move, right? We need land. Cancel. 2 attacks. Next. Let's do this in proper sequence. And then they're like, well, maybe they've got Death Touch. I shouldn't block with the Fox. Right? And then they let the damage go through because they're scared of that. And that way we're, you know, maximizing our output this turn. Now we pick up some land. Yes. Berserker in play. We can double Raptor on top of the Berserker. We're in danger, though. Like, this is not a good spot to be in. Drain the Stinger is out as well. Yikes. I mean, we could just chump block later on with this Cleric. Of course, we do want to push that as long as we can. Hitting us for 6. Oh, 7. Oh, frick, that is annoying. They're gaining so much life. So we could block with the 2 if we want. Probably not. We could block with a Raptor if we want to. If they flare us, they're gonna win because of all the life gain that it, like, helps pump out. Oh, that's Stinger. Come on. Don't be so greedy, bro. 2 damage. Gain 1 life. Cycling still busted. Confirmed. Oh, and they have another land. Nice. Right, they're gaining 2 to 3 life every turn. Dealing now 4 to 6 damage every turn. Plus, they've got massive attacks. You're a big foxy fox there, aren't you? Alright, stop that. Where's Bastion when you need it, right? All the Death Dweller, Vessel, Raptor. Death Touch on the first strike. That's really going to help us out a lot. And it actually takes the Menace. Comes back to the Flyer. Land in play. Doesn't matter. What's happening here? We've got defenders if we need for chump blocks. Let's just swing in, right? That's 12 damage. That leaves them only with 3 life left. And let's take note of how many life they've gained this match as well, right? So that could potentially be lethal, if not for this early game healer. Cry. But we're probably dead next turn anyway, so we got to go for it. We got to risk it for the biscuit, right? they're doing the math. They're thinking about it. They're like, well, if I gain this many life and I got this percentage of drawing my flare. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see. They just take it on the chopskis. Down to 3. They can cycle up to 7, potentially 8, or higher. They could also flare for 5. We have blockers, right? Including Death Touch First Strike, which is really nice, and a 5/5 to the wings. So it's not that bad of a situation. We have lethal next turn. Maybe. Maybe. And as far as I'm concerned, this would be a free-to-play test-off. Like, I think the fact that we got them down to 3, and they've had such a lucky draw out, is proof enough that the new free-to-play variant that I've just made here can compete against what was previously the tier 1 best free-to-play deck. So they've got 2 mana left, right? Cycling up to 6 mana, cycling us down by an additional 4 down to 6 life. We have defenders. They are dead next turn, right? So all that we need to really attack is the 5/5. So they're really going for it. Of course, they do go up to 6 life potentially, so I guess it's a bit more than the 5/5, but the Death Touch First Strike survives everything. So I think we just beat the cycling deck, which popped off on us, right? They did a very good job here. But you can't beat the Battlefield Raptors, man. They're so good. They are so good. Alright, let's grab Menace. We also go to a 7/7. So it's like, who's the big tough guy now, Mr. Foxy? And then we hit for lethal here. Oh my gosh. The new free-to-play deck can outpace cycling deck, which is the previous, you know, crown holder to this whole thing. They go up to 6, but we're hitting for, you know, 3, 4, 9 damage in the air alone. Plus we have a 7/7 with Menace that needs to be double blocked. But again, they may as well because none of the other things can block the flyers. So they're not happy about it. You can see that they're trying to make this work any way they can, but it's not gonna go. Right now they just have to declare blockers and then they can cycle their last card. I think that's what they want to do here is cycle. Maybe they are on their last match. No, they're still here. They just take it. They're like, well, this is over. And we get them, you guys. Oh my gosh. How did we get that? Nice. We go first and we see the debut of our spirits plus Scorpions and Bastion. Can we get that third land? Gulp. We do a Scorpion because we have 2 of them, and then we can Spirits, and then we can Usher and Scorpion, right? To split up the mana, because we only have 2. And then that'll trigger the Spirit. Maybe. The Faerie Guidemother is really nice because it has Gift of the Fae and Fae Guidemother, so it's like a double card, which can trigger our Spirit. Mono green's annoying. Oh, we do get the land. Let's save the flying for now. And we can get a decent hit in. End our turn. And I probably want to give the Spirit or the Usher flying. Okay, the Symbiote. So it's a Mutate deck. And another Mana Dummy. Going super wide. Hitting for 5 here. Down to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures in play. This will be 8, and then we get the 2 extra damage through the Scorpion for 9, 10, 11, 12. That could potentially be lethal. So let's see how this pans out here. Green does have life gain excess. Like, this thing gains life, doesn't it? Yeah. That's really good for us. Allows us to double cast one final time. Right? We just go all in next turn. They could play Ugin, and we could lose. But they've got so many creatures, I doubt it. It's just Hysterics or Great Horns. They gain, like, a bunch of life here, though. That life gain's kind of nasty. Oh, please. Send them in, boys. Alright, we're off to a good start. Should we kill these things? And then we don't have to deal with it? But they're tapped, which lets us go in pretty hard, right? Yeah. That's going to be 6 damage just there, so. Alright, 2, 4, and then 1, 2 again. And we just go all in. Right? Pretty easy. We're going to boast with the Usher, which is just another blocker for the Bastion trigger. That's even lethal right there alone. Right? Woo! So we're going to come back. We lost that first match, but we're on a roll now. We go first. If we can get that third land, this is like... You know, whenever I see a hand that's good, I can just think of how we're going to get dominated. It always happens like that. Just passing. Oh no. We Spirit and Cleric on top of it. Two Spirits plus a Bastion might win us the thing, but we could just get stomped immediately right here. And now that's a big hindrance to our game plan. Spirit in play. I want to use the Codespell Cleric, remember? So we need Plains untapped. 2/1/1s. And we know we can attack through. Alright. This is looking okay. We can even double drop next turn as well. So let's see if we get dominated with a stomp here on one of our spirits. It has to be a stomp on a spirit. There's no way. If there's no stomp on this spirit... Yeah, here it comes. Stomp on over. They should hit this flyer. No, they hit our spirit. Okay. You know, it's always in hand. I'm tempted just to bring it back right now. No, you can't do it. It's too greedy. Just take your protection. Get something else later with it, right? Because it's only one. We're all over. Bastion's in play, baby. Let's do that damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures in play. 4 damage just in flyers here. And we can start boasting. Kaldheim's free-to-play capabilities are on point. There's so many good commons and uncommons that, like, they're good. They're not where they should be. Like, some of these cards should be rares. Oh my gosh. This is oppressive. Like, we're straight out wiling out right here. This is insane, you guys. Look at this. Beating down the best deck in the game. Gruul. So sorry, bro. We're coming over. We don't need the spirits anymore because we don't have any spells to cast. It's just like, get in there. One, two. I guess we could have. They should have killed the Usher because now we can still boast. 2 more damage. We're at 22. They're at 2. Whoa! Even with the stomp removal, they couldn't hold us off. You know what I mean? Even with the Great Henge, they can't hold us off. That's some serious, you know, capabilities. It's just game. Man, much love. Up to 4 life. Draw a card, 1 mana. We have all the damage we need just in flyers from the spirits. Woo! Woof. Oh my gosh. So with that, we break even. That's our 4th win. So we've just actually, not even broke even, but we're farming now. We're in positive territory with no rares, no mythics, and we're actually going to receive rares and mythics, hopefully, from this little event of ours. We're going first. The hand's not as good as they've been, but we've got both colors lands, so let's get after it, right? Let's deal some damage. Deep breaths. I mean, not really. At this point, it's relaxing because we broke even. We're farming gold and cards at this point, which is always a lot of fun. Alsad. We should kill Alsad. We also should have boasted. Right? That's my bad. We should have kept Berserker in hand. But I don't want Alsad in play. That's why. Alright. That's Luminarch Aspirant is bothersome, but let's try to do our best. We don't have enough to cast Guidemother with the Gift of the Fae, unless we pull... Oh, no. Okay. That's good. They're rare dropping on us, you guys. Illegal! Absolutely illegal. Down to 17. We're at 20. I mean, if we can keep making flyers and top deck a Bastion, it could work. I don't know, though. Are you serious? Okay. Good play, good play, good play. They should definitely take my Archfiend Vessel or the Clarion Spirit, but hey, you know, I'm not going to judge them. I'll highlight the Vessel for them. LOL. We'll let them think about it. They take Usher, okay. I would take Vessel, Spirit, and then Usher, but I get it, I get it. Good play. It's a good card right now. They've got life gain through Alced. Why are you making me so mad? We get a decent hit in. Down to 11. Right? Like, even when things are going totally against us, we're grinding it out. We're trying to grind this out. Oh, no. Flying on Alced. Oh, no. You really gonna tap that creature? You don't think I can do more than 5 damage? No, I probably can't. Let's see what we top deck. Bastion of Remembrance. No. And we can't double cast no matter what we do. I guess we do actually hit for more than 5, but it's like, it's not enough with the life gain. If they didn't have the life gain, we would get this, right? If they didn't have the flying, we would get this. But they do, and that's probably going to be that, right? You can't win them all, sadly. And we deal 9 damage somehow. 15, sorry. No. 9, maybe. 15, no. No. No, 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 no. No, not with the Legion Angel. Good game. Can you imagine having someone Legion Angel you in best of 1? No. I mean, Village Rites is a nice top deck there, but no. All right, our opponent goes first. It's not a great hand, but at a certain point, let's go. Is it cycling or is it rogues? If it's rogues, we go in the air. If it's cycling, we go in the air as well. Oh, it's definitely rogues. Disgusting. Usher, and then we can boast. I love rogues. This could be the end of our run, you guys. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Death by rogues. Wind Robber, whatever. Let's see if they block. Let's boast. We still have some value. Their turn. 2 mana available. Another Triumph in play. Scorpion in play. Raptor in play. I guess we take our damage. Eliminate our Raptor. Take our draw. Now take our damage. Spirit goes out, and we drop the Codespell Cleric on top. We get to hit for 2 potentially. 3 cards in grave. Let's take our damage, hold up Village Rites. Spirit in play. They could counter that, by all means. I would if I were them. They don't. Let's play the Cleric on top of it. Triggers the Spirit, which is good enough for me. Codespell's out. We push up the token. Right? Flyer power, go. Pass our turn. We still have Rites open. Alright. So far, so good. Can we get a Bastion? Please, can we get a Bastion? 4 cards in hand. Beating a rogue deck? That is rewarding. We go first. If we pass our turn, we can Usher, then Cleric onto the Usher. But then what do we do over here? Like, I can't risk it. We have to toss it. This looks better. This looks better. We have 2 spirits. Oh my gosh. This looks better. Really needing a nice top deck here. And we're playing slow, which is awkward. But we'll do our best. 5 wins so far, you guys. We're farming with positive results. 0 rares, 0 mythics. Doing our best. We are using our pathways because we have them. So why wouldn't you? But this is actually kind of gross. Usher in play, pass turn. I'm not going to lose the Spirit immediately, right? Because we won't have enough to Village Rites on top of it. So this way they're going to, you know, hyper kill because they're an aggro player. Anything that touches the field must die as far as they're concerned. And, you know, it's not going to be on our spirits if I can help it, so. Right, exactly. No patience with these red players. No land. Oh no, haste though. Gross. What? That sucks. I guess we at least get a blocker. He puts it out of stomp range unless they bind it with their first strike. Which they will here. I guarantee you they do. We should use our Spirit to block too. It's definitely a stomp, yeah. Okay. Mono red still reigns supreme. And this is a tuned mono red too. They're rare dropping, so it is what it is, right? There's a mythic, and we're bricking. Maybe that's all their stomps. We have vigilance. Let's hit. It's okay though. Another mythic, another rare. No attacks. Oh, haste creature. Cool, 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 cool. Let's game. It's not happening. Defeats. No. All right, here we have it. We got to 5 wins, which is 600 gold and 3 cards. So we only paid 500 to enter. It took us 20 minutes, half an hour to do the event. We made 100 gold, and we get 1 rare and 2 uncommons. And for me, a rare is worth about 100 gold as well. So, you know, potentially making about 200 gold on the whole situation. Let's check out our prizes. And, you know, we get gems in this situation because we already have a full set of rares there. And some uncommons for our set as well. Just vault progress, but again, any plus conversions you can make on your gold is great. And then again, if you're still collecting and filling, the extra IRC or individual card rewards are really nice as well. 5 wins isn't bad. You know, we made 100 gold, we made 20 gems, and we got some vault progress. So not bad, not great. You know, I think the deck still performs really, really well. And if you are new to the game and you're just looking to get your 4 wins a day and then farm, this is it, right? And I guarantee you'll get very good at this deck. You'll be, you know, making gold in no time. And you can even play this in ranked, right? You know, you could get to Mythic, I'm sure, right? We'll have some Mythic gameplay for you guys coming up in another video. But if you're in the lower ranks, like if you're not in Platinum yet, this will get you there easily. And even I'm sure you can probably struggle yourself into Diamond. And if you're super committed to Mythic. But just remember, Diamond is employed Mythic. Mythic is no easy task. So if you do enjoy the deck, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Make sure to like, comment, of course, and subscribe to the channel to support. You can go above and beyond on Twitch, Patreon, and our YouTube/Amazon as well. So thank you guys so much for your time and attention. Really appreciate everyone who stuck it out here to the end with me. Take care, and we'll see you in the next video.